Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay Crawford and this is my video micro lesson for EDU 521. Today I'm going to be doing a lesson on phonics, specifically the sound B for the letter B, and it's going to be done through the Jolly Phonics program that we use here at my school. We adapted this program a few years ago and have seen tremendous success with it. It starts actually in preschool and goes all the way through 3rd grade into the Jolly Grammar portion of the program. There are 3 books that we do for Jolly Phonics in kindergarten. Book 1 is all about the 42 sounds of the letters. Yes, it's not the 26 letters, but the 42 sounds. Book 2 and Book 3 go over rules, such as the magic E, long vowels, the bossy R, the shy I, the tough Y, sound twins. It goes over tricky words like your high frequency words, your sight words, your popcorn words. They're called tricky words for Jolly Phonics. And so I'm going to get started. This lesson typically would be done on the board, on my whiteboard, projecting through the Apple Play TV, Apple TV Play. It projects from my computer to the screen. So we're going to be learning about the sound B today. So it always starts with the title page. I like to ask the students what they think that the sound is going to be, since they have had some previous exposure in pre-K, or maybe ask them just what they see in the picture here on the screen and work from there. This is a great connection to the previous lesson. So these are all the letter sounds that they have previously learned up into this date. So this is the last sound in group 3. So by this point they will have learned about 15 to 18 sounds. So we would go through and they would show me the sound and the motion as a review. So t, t, t. Ah, ah, ah. K, k, k. Eh, eh, eh. R. G, g, g. And I'm not going to do all of them, but you get the idea. This is the story page, the song page, the Where It All Happens magic page. So this page actually reads a story to the students about what is going on, and it uses a lot of words that have the B sound in it. So I'll just give you a little snippet of that.
Granny is looking after Bill and his baby brother Ben. They go for a walk in the park. First they meet Baz, who's blowing bubbles. Then they watch the boats on the lake. Granny stops to listen to the band play. She finds a bench to sit down.
So it goes through and tells what's going on, and then it has a song. We always listen to the song first, and then we do the song with the motion together.
Bring your bat and bring your ball, ba, ba. Bring your bat and bring your ball to the park to play.
Ba. So it shows you down here the action of pretending to hit a ball with the bat, saying ba, ba, ba. This is the tracing page, so a lot of times I'll have the students do finger tracing in the air, and it goes over the proper formation, so straight line down like a baseball bat, and then that belly over like a baseball. Important to show them where to start, like where that dot is at the top. Oops, skipped a page. This page is just some practice doing the formation. So I would have 8 students come up, different from the day before, different from tomorrow, and they would just practice writing the letter. They get to come up, use the stool, write on the whiteboard. It's very exciting for them, and I always make sure that they start at the black dot where they're supposed to. Since we have learned quite a few sounds by now, this goes into practicing sounding out the pictures and the words that go with it. So students would basically work together as a whole group with me leading it, and I would either or have them come up and try to fill in the sounds that go with the corresponding picture, or you can do it right here on the whiteboard program. So obviously this one is bat. I would ask the students what it would start with. They would say ba, ba, ba. So showing them that starts with the letter B. Ah, ah, ah. T, 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 t. Ba, at. Ba, at. Bat. And we would go through and we would do the rest of these. I would also make a point to share with the children that the ba sound is in different spots in these words, as crab has the ba sound at the end, where all the other words have the ba sound at the beginning. This is fun a little early on in the program. This is a tidbit tricky for the kiddos, but it goes through a handful of words that use these sounds up here that we have already learned, and they try to sound it out. So we do a lot of tapping and scooping. So crib, crib. And then you could go through and do as many as you wanted, calling on the students to participate. Here is the final review. So it's just like in the beginning where the stars, where we went through with the motions and the sounds. But at the end of the lesson, I tell them that I would like to hear them say the letter name. So this would be D, P, S, I, and so on. Then it brings you back to the story page. We would listen to the song one more time to wrap up the lesson. And then we would do our workbook page. So for the workbook page, I'm actually going to kind of show you through here. So this is where they have the invite to work independently. So I would explain the page to them. This is the corresponding page with the B sound. So you have these B's that they need to trace, and then they write on their own. And then you have letters from the previous lessons. So D, G, O, U, L, and F are the last sounds that they have learned closest to today. And then after they do the tracing, I would explain to them what the direction is for the bottom. So it says, say the word for each picture. 3 have a B sound in them. Cross out the one that does not. So you have car, butterfly, web, zebra. So I would probably go over this first, and then I would let the students try to do it on their own. If they have trouble with it, then I would go back and I would emphasize the B in each word that I say when going through the pictures. If they are an early finisher, they can come over here and tap out these words and try to sound them out. B-I-G, B-I-G, big. And then do the rest of them, and then they can color the picture. They always know that when they finish the page, it needs to have a sticker from the teacher, and that lets me know that they are completed with the page. So, all in all, that is basically what a Jolly Phonics lesson looks like. It connects to the previous lessons by practicing the sounds from before. In the lesson, it does the letters from before. The workbook page has connections from the previous learning that has gone on. Teaching the lesson can be done on the rug as a whole group projected on the screen. It obviously can be done through a computer screen as well. So if we were ever to go into another pandemic, then it is easily accessible for remote teaching. The students have a chance to then work on their own independency through the lesson that has been taught by doing their work page. And there's a lot of repetition, so it really just enforces the point that is to be made. So there is how I would use a literacy strategy through some digital technology. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.